Here's the thing. Is yeah, I got problems. We all got problems. But what you do when you're faced with the hard times in your life is what you're made out of, is what you become. You don't become great by getting everything handed to you. No, that's not a reality. What happens is you go through the struggles, you go through the hardest moments in your life, and then you find out what you're made out of. You find out how much fire you can go through in your life. It's not easy. It's never easy. It's always hard. It's always ugly. And to be honest, it's what makes you you. So embrace it. Embrace the hard times in your life because they won't last. Embrace what you have right now in your life because it could be gone tomorrow. And that's the reality. That's the reality that we don't live in a society is that we say, oh, it's gonna be around forever. I got enough time in the world, but the reality is that you don't have enough time. Your phone's on some kind of percentage that you don't know when it's gonna turn off and shut down forever. That's your life. You could be on your deathbed tomorrow, and there's not enough people out here preaching this message saying, live your life to the fullest. Take risks. Make the commitment. Push yourself past your boundaries. No, they don't want you doing that. They want you in your 9-to-5 job where you hate your life and you're miserable. Why? Because it benefits them. And that's the sad reality is that you spend paycheck to paycheck without ever getting ahead. And you're stuck and you're trapped. And there's people out there that are gonna preach the opposite, say, you know what, live beneath your means. It's not about a paycheck. It's about your happiness because you only got a certain amount of time on this earth to affect a certain amount of people. So start putting your effort into something you believe in. Even if it means you have to lose everyone and everything. That's the problem. People aren't willing to risk. You're not willing to risk your happiness for a year towards a goal that you know you believe in. I believe in suicide prevention. I didn't always believe in it, but I believe in it now. And I volunteer my time on the phones, talking to people on the worst day of their life. And it's hard, but it's needed for me. It's what I'm good at. I know it's making a difference. How are you gonna make a difference in this world? You only got a certain amount of time. Start utilizing it.
What are the things that you fear that's been keeping you from living your dream? That's been keeping you from doing some things that you would like to do? Just think about those things. And how do we begin to handle that? Abraham Maslow said that the life is about growth. And he said you could either go back to your comfort zone, and there you won't find any growth, or you must be willing to go forward and face your fears again and again and again, because you're never going to have a fear-free existence. I mean, some fear is acceptable and legitimate. There are some things that you really should be afraid of. Now, you shouldn't allow it to immobilize you. You acknowledge it, you take it into account, and you carry yourself accordingly. There are times that we should proceed with caution, but it's the difference between being stopped by fear. It's the difference between having a fear and the fear having you. So what do? One, acknowledge it, and knowing that it's okay. Don't condemn yourself for being afraid. It's perfectly fine to have some fears. You acknowledge your fears, you embrace those fears, and then you move on. You act on whatever it is that you fear. Because once you embrace it, see, what you resist will persist. What you resist will persist. So one of the most important things is to begin to embrace your fear.